Hey guys, I'm Lex Luminous, and today I'm going to teach you how to do a backwards fishtail. So first off, we're going to start with wrist exercises. So we don't need the wand for this. So what we're going to do is we're going to bend our hand backwards, but not too much to the point where it hurts, obviously. But we're going to bend backwards. We're going to bend it this way. We're then going to flip our arm over, bend it this way, and bend it this way. And we're going to do it the same with our other hand. Because if you do it one way, you got to do it the other. Cool. Alright, shaking it out. Sweet. Okay, so first step into getting fishtails is this little exercise. So with the wand, you know, like one end is obviously heavier than the other. So when you're doing your fishtails, it's going to feel weird if you're doing it only with the top side up. And that's how you practice. Then when you switch it so the top side is down, it's going to feel a lot different. So practice doing backwards this way and this way. It's going to get you more comfortable with it because it does feel really wonky when you're switching between the two. So first exercise, we're going to put our Levy wand on the back of our hands, and we're going to practice locking back and forth. So lock here, lock here, lock here, lock here. And when you're comfortable with doing this, then you can start doing your figure eight. Alright, so you are going to lock on your pinky side, and then on your thumb side, and then on your pinky side, then back to your thumb side, then back, yep, and then you're going to start doing your fishtails that way. So when you actually start doing your fishtails, when you start adding the figure eight after you've got the locking back and forth, I would put your hand on top of your wrist, and you want to make sure you're making as good of an angle, like a 90-degree angle as you possibly can with your wrist, at first at least, but not to the point where it's uncomfortable. You want to make it so that way it's comfortable for you and you're not straining yourself too much. So what you're going to do is you're going to place your fingers on top of your wand, and you're going to make a figure eight, and you're going to be going backwards. So you see how the wand is going backwards? So if I were to move with the wand, like we're swimming backwards. So you're going to put your fingers on top of your wrist, and you're just going to make that figure eight pattern. So here. Excellent. So as you're doing that, try to make it so that way your fishtails are so you're going from the front to the back, from the front to the back. This way, if you're doing it just in the front, it's still a fishtail, but it's not a proper fishtail. So you want to make a rotation back here, rotation right here, rotation back here, rotation right here. This is going to make it a lot cleaner, and your plane's a lot nicer. The best way I had it described to me was smack in the butt, smack in the booty. Somehow that made it click for me, so maybe it'll help it click for you guys. So in the end, this is what it's going to look like. So this is the proper way of doing it. This is improper, but it's still a fishtail, where it's just in front of you. So one behind, one in front, one behind, one in front. Go. And obviously, practicing on one side, you need to be able to do it on the other. So with this one, since we were doing it on our anchor hand, where we're anchored here, I would put it on the other side, and since like you don't want to use the string, you never want to use the string, because it's just going to pull the Levy wand, and it's going to make your planes really wonky, and you're never going to be able to get like fishtails the way you want it to, so it's not going to be very satisfying. So what you're going to do is you're just going to practice doing it here, and you're going to place your hand on your elbow, or lower, or higher, depending on how much string you have, because you want to make it so that way you have loose string. No cheating, guys. Cool. So if you do it on one hand, you should be able to do it on the other. So as you're learning, practice like 10 minutes on one wrist, 10 minutes on the other wrist, so that way you don't acquire bruises or swelling on your wrists, because that stuff is not fun. Cool. Yeah, that's Levy wand fishtails for you.